All right, welcome to Pan's Daily Live with your host, Peter Avalon Northstar, aka Pan, leadership mentor and vision guy, and founder of Northstar Leadership Center, your source code to leadership. So, I wasn't planning on doing the live right now, to be honest. I'm sitting in a cafe in Toronto, having my tea and enjoying it, and I got some fairly bad news. So a person that I have looked up to, a mentor, a guy that I've been following the strength and conditioning community. For those of you who don't know my past, I have basically been teaching and training people in strength and conditioning for over 10 years. Previously, I had a CrossFit gym in my city back in Denmark that I opened back in 2009 before moving to Canada in 2010. And so I've been on this path of learning a ton about the body and helping people get in shape and so forth. And so a friend of mine, she contacted me today, and I found out that Charles Poliquin, which is a Canadian strength and conditioning coach and somebody I looked up to for quite a long time, he recently passed away. He passed away in his home, and he was 38. No, sorry. He was 57 years old. So why am I doing the live now instead of talking about something else? Well, because I find that this is actually really important. As a leader, it's important that you can show that you can be authentic. Of course, I'm very emotional about this because he was somebody that I looked up to and I admired very much. I had the pleasure of meeting him 3 years ago and had a conversation with him about strength and conditioning. And, he was a controversial figure, at least when I started doing CrossFit and teaching CrossFit, because he didn't agree with a lot of it. That changed over the years as CrossFit evolved, and he got a better understanding of the movement patterns that was done in CrossFit and so forth. But the reason I'm doing the video is actually to ask the question is, what is your legacy, right? Like, we all have to, at some point we all die. But what is it that you want to leave this planet with, or have your legacy continue to be? Like Charles, he's leaving a legacy of strength and conditioning trainers that will improve the landscape of how the Olympians will be trained, how MMA fighters will be trained, how bodybuilders and fitness and fitness and bikini competitors will be training, right? So he left a legacy in terms of that. He changed the whole landscape with his biosignature that then changed his name in terms of hormones, in terms of how to use supplements and things like that to basically support your hormones and weight loss. And he was one of the first people I heard that started talking about these things. So he's leaving a very big legacy. As sad as it is that he has passed away and crossed over, he will still leave he's made a massive impact on a lot of people's lives. So after I got the news and clearly being hurt by this and being affected, as he was somebody that I greatly admire and look up to, and like I mentioned, I had a chance to talk to him about strength and conditioning a couple of years back. But it made me wonder, or it made me rethink, what is it that I want to leave this planet? As what is my mark that I want to contribute? What am I going to give you? What am I going to give my future children and so forth? And it's a really deep question, and it's actually a really honest thing to sit and reflect over this whole notion of why is it that we do the work that we do, and what is the purpose of it. I want to change the landscape of leadership because I see leadership as being the gateway to what can be as a catalyst of change. I see a lot of things that I don't agree with in politics, in business, and in fields where leadership is supposed to be something that is sacred, somebody that will inspire us and be the torchbearers that move us forward in our world. And yet I see too much managing, I see too much victim blaming, I see too much me mentality where it's less of us instead of we. So my legacy, I have a lot of things that I want to leave before I die. I want to leave my mark on this planet with. But the biggest thing is to touch people. I think for me, that's the biggest thing, to help people like yourself, help people that are in leadership positions, people where their voice are not being heard, or they feel that their voice is not being heard. I want to be a catalyst for change, like to create massive transformation in a system where it often at times feels like it's hopeless to create anything of transformation or of change or any progression, if you would say that. So yeah, I'll leave you with this as I sit and reflect over this loss. I hope today, as I've done this and you watch this, that you will spend time with your family and honor them, and give them your heart. Don't close off your heart. Give them your love and affection, and be present with them as much as possible. Right? Like, another thing that I'm a big advocate of teaching all of my clients is the fact of being present with people. Right? So get rid of your cell phone. Be present with them. Look them in the eyes. Know they have to know that you're present. So I'll leave you with this, and contemplate the question of, what do you want to leave this? What is your mark on planet Earth? The day that you move forward in whatever comes after this life. So please comment below, and God bless everybody who's here. I'm very grateful for everybody who comes on these calls, and I get to share this knowledge and gifts with you. And it's a real pleasure and honor to serve you. So God bless.